So I came across this article on Kill Screen that talks about mental illness in video games and specifically Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Basically, it's saying that apparently there were some comics and like a novel or something that were written in canon with the original 2013 Tomb Raider remake or whatever. And apparently in those novels or whatever, they address the idea of mental illness from the trauma that Laura may have experienced in the first game. And even when you look at the trailer, the new trailer for Rise of the Tomb Raider, it kind of alludes to that idea. You know, she's seeing a therapist and stuff like that, and she's fidgeting. And what this article talks about is how the director of the game basically said, no, she doesn't have a problem. You know, she doesn't have PTSD. She doesn't have a problem. She's fine. And, you know, it's kind of a way of backpedaling. You know, it's like they don't want her to appear to be too weak. It's like having a mental illness would make her seem weak. And to a point, yeah, I agree with the article. You know, if you look at the trailer, first of all, why is she even seeing a therapist in the first place? You know, if you're going to a therapist, that means you have a problem. So I think that they really intended for it to be like that, but then just felt like, well, we don't want to do that. Because if you look at what the director of the game said, he said, "We believe the first trailer showcased a very interesting dynamic of Lara Croft, uncomfortable with the idea of being questioned by someone, even challenged by someone, that maybe what she saw in Yamatai wasn't true. So there's a stress that she's feeling, and the tapping of her feet and squeezing of the chair. Some people have interpreted that as a weakness or as a disorder, and the way we've interpreted that was anticipation to get out of the situation and just go on her adventures. So the concept of her being agitated or affected emotionally by Yamatai, it's true, she's seen trauma and those feelings are real, but what we're more interested in is her destiny to be the Tomb Raider and to see her start to embrace how she feels more like herself when she's out in the field experiencing these things, searching for the world's secrets, than she is confined in a room in a society that she doesn't feel connected to anymore. She feels more home being away from home." And yeah, I would definitely say that's a way of backpedaling against the fact they're trying to reinterpret her actions. You know, she's not fidgeting and stuff because she's got problems. She's doing it because she wants to get out and have this adventure. But once again, we have to go back to the fact that, why are you seeing a therapist if you don't have a problem? Why are you there? You know what I mean? Did she go of her own free will, or did somebody coerce her into it? Was it mandatory? You know, what's going on there? But also, you know, the article says that it's about maybe her being, you know, maybe it's just about her being weak and that would hurt the character or whatever. But also another possibility is that, you know, it could be because she's a woman. If this is going to be one of the first games to, or mainstream big titles, AAA titles, to tackle mental illness, maybe they don't want the bad PR of it being because it's a woman. You know, maybe people might say, well, because it's a woman, now she's got problems. Because it's a woman, she can't handle it. And there might be backlash on that front as well. But that's another way to look at it. But that's all you know, these are just my thoughts on the matter, and that's all I have to say. There's a link to the article in the description.